What is happening, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It is once again that time of year for the Sema show. I do my best to film as much as I can, even though it's physically impossible, but we'll film what I like. Start off with Jake Schnatter's twin turbo Huracan in the sun with all the forged carbon. Wheels are hitting so nice. Like how he put the bumper back on too, but at least he did a good enough job to where you can still see the turbos. Super clean. This is cool. These BBSs? Oh shoot. Oh boy, got no interior. No Gran Turismo header. Right outside of Westall, a couple of the cars, they got a Mark 5 with the Fast and Furious style livery in the wide body. Actually looks really cool. And I checked that out. DD's twin turbo F12. Just hiding back there behind this other 599 drift car that I've seen this at FD one time, but apparently it's got a big single turbo and a V12 in it. That's freaking sick. Oh, I Love Man Green M5 Touring. Yeah, that's probably the best Finn one I've seen yet. The color's so nice in this lighting. And you can really see how slammed it is. With the full carbon diffuser. What is this, an off-road A5? It's actually really well done. Damn, they redid the headlights and everything. That is crazy. I keep seeing this online too. They built a whole freaking truck out of just boxes. That is insane. I don't even know if that's coming across on my camera, how crazy that looks. What the heck? That is hilarious. Just right in the middle. I believe this is Tavares' P1. I saw this last year. It was literally just the shell, not even close to being done. But man, bro, this thing came out crazy. Looks good. And all the carbon up front. Beautiful P1. Boy, doing a live demonstration of PPF right there. That's crazy. Hamilton Collections Chiron, the orange interior. It was nice. This was actually in the same booth last year. You could see it again. The sparkle in the center is actually crazy. See that? That's actually really wild. Just got casual Apollo IE sitting right here. Damn, I've never seen an Apollo in person before, but bro, the details on that is crazy. Oh my goodness. Actually just a casual Venom F5 chilling right here. These two together look insane. One last better look at the Hennessy. Never seen one of these in person before, but man, this thing looks so clean. That is mean. Check this out, bro. A freaking Senna GTR, bro. The fact that these cars are not street legal makes a lot more sense now. Like, man, it won't show on video, but the details on this thing in person are just so much more wilder than I've ever seen in any YouTube video online. I thought the regular Senna was crazy, but man, holes in the fenders, dive planes, all the carbon up there, that is insane. One last look at that front end. That thing is mean. The arrow. Sheesh. Testio is mean. Wow. Off-road F12? That is actually crazy. All over the Storado or what? Put a light bar and everything on this thing. That is wild. I keep seeing, I actually saw a bunch of progress pictures of this online. It is I don't know if it started as a Supra. I think it started as a Supra, but it's got a Z4 front end and the LMRs are sick. But it's got a freaking Supra rear end. Full conversion done so beautifully. It's like the one car I've been seeing everywhere for the last week, but man, the thing is, it's perfect. That is insane. If the Z4M was still in production, this is literally, honestly, how I'd imagine it. That is fire. Casual, full blue carbon, Jesco Absolute. Yeah. I've never even seen a Jesco in person before. And it's right-hand drive. So you guys see that? Never even seen one in person before. Body lines on this thing are crazy. The rear end is wild. Spec on this piece does nasty. Never seen this color combo before, but it works. Red with the cream and the blue. It's a beautiful spec. And you can see the full red Alcantara dash too. This is wild. There's an older Ferrari. think he has a K series in it, my buddy just said, but wide body HREs. That is pretty nice. Let me see. Oh, it does have a K series. Big old turbo. That is really cool. Full on race car. RTEs to move on G80s now too. That's cool though. Black and black, that works with the white buckets. I meant to film this one at my Beamer Invasion video when I saw it, but molded wide body kit on the E92 M3. Super slam. That is mint. They had a G82 M4 build before this, but I don't know, this might be cooler. Another M5 Touring. Damn, this one's mean. Blue with a carbon up front. Still better than the sedan in my opinion. With the big old roof box. Little white Revuelto. Blue and white seats. It's a nice spec. Pandem kit 997. Chrome wheels. And this wrap under this lighting is literally perfect. With the white roll cage. That is insane. What is this? The S2K from Too Fast, Too Furious? That's really cool. Light and hidden delivery. Alright, this might be the cleanest car I've seen in West Hall so far. Bag 997. Absolute perfection. And I've never seen cream finish on Meisters before. That is just wild. Look at this interior. That is literally gorgeous. With the little green sticker to match it. And you got the full trunk. That's set up for the air. That is gorgeous. Alright, there's another GTV. The last one I filmed had way too many freaking people around it. Still don't agree with the price tag, but I can't lie, it does look badass. Angles on this thing. I'm not a big fan of yellow either, but it hits. A Pagani Imola Roadster, that is crazy. I really can't tell if this is paint or wrap, but I've been seeing this online all week. The angles on this car are genuinely freaking insane. I can't even get close to it. There's way too many freaking people here, but that is sick. The little carbon up front. Damn. That is beautiful. Look at the angles on the front bumper. They put this dude Alex Choice F1 car just right here in the middle of the North Hall lobby. That is cool. I remember when he had this wrap on the Huracan dude. Glad he brought it back with this thing. That's so funny. A way I found Finding Nick's F80 CS, bro. I seen this back at Beamer Invasion, but didn't get to go up to it. Damn, this thing is way more slammed in person. The white TEs, the cage. Sheesh. Glad he put that CS spoiler back on. I kind of want this in my car, but I don't know. Should I copy this whole build? No, I'm just kidding. This car is crazy, though. On the floor. Gotta get those headlights next, though. I almost forgot he didn't just put the front mount intakes on, too. Looks good. Check this thing out, though. I saw this at Sema like 2 years ago. It almost won Battle of the Bills, but look at that. That is absolutely ridiculous. On the floor on bags. With a full race car gutted interior. Damn. This thing is still just as clean as I saw it the first time. That is beautiful. What the heck? Everything looks normal from up here, right? Hell nah. Charger truck is crazy work. This reminds me of the M4 truck I always see every year. This is hilarious. I'm gonna get the wide body fenders. No way. I don't know if I like it or I hate it. It's cool, we're in the Spark booth now. We got a lift in here this year. Tegra. Fast and Furious inspired Eclipse, I think. Another Fast and Furious Supra. R34. I think they got a, what is this, RX-7 right here. It's a nice booth this year. Got their McLaren as always. 720. Very nice. So I'll show off some of the Battle of the Build cars from this year. That's pretty crazy. It's Ford. That is mint. Look at the shifter right there. That's insane. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't realize the whole thing's right-hand drive. That is absolutely beautiful. This is insane. This thing is white as hell. That is a proper Z right there. Super mint. This is insane. BMW. See that CSF radiator, sir. Wow. All the builds here are already insane, but like this is just next level, dude. That is perfect. A nice little shot of that interior. The Paros in the case. And a freaking race car. The 43 Institute. Put the Honda truck out here this year. That is sick. Man. Glad to see this thing still existing. Freaking fire seeing this thing in person. So freaking wide. Still preserved and as perfect as it always was. Damn. I got DNA Motoring's booth. They got a wide body M4 this year. I think I'd seen this last year, but I think it's so wide. I think I saw this same monster truck last year. It was crazy. I think it barely even fits on my camera. That was wild. Found PQ's G80. I've seen this at Beamer Vision as well, but didn't really get to look at it up close. God damn. That is ridiculous. The carbon doors. This thing never gets old. That is insane. This thing looks way meaner in person than I've seen in the videos. That is wicked. Yeah, Auto Addict got some cool stuff this year. Full carbon on the Sparrow. Carbon fenders on that 650. Skinny's World, his Huracan's in the show. That's really cool. It's my first time seeing this car in Vegas. Every time I see this car, it's in SoCal. Man. It's sick, it's sick. I like the white wheels. Clean. This Maro's insane. Drag pack with the carbon doors. That is not stock, sir. I vividly remember this 400Z being white with TEs on it, but this makeover they did is absolutely proper. It makes like the Phantom kit stand out way more. The new Rahana's on there. Still not the biggest fan of the body style, but this is easily the cleanest one I've ever seen. What the? They done brought out the Rocket R. That's crazy. These Brabus kits are always wild with the blue interior, carbon wheels. The body kit's honestly wild. I'm not even like the biggest fan of Brabus, but it's one of the 992. Yeah, it's a 992.1. That's pretty sick, actually. Well, it was a Mustang at one point. Look at that chassis. That is wild. Like, it looks like a car from here, but then you get over here and it just looks insane. God damn. That's a calm little death trap. I can imagine sitting in here, though. Absolutely not. Got a parachute? Yeah. Big old parachute. Got TJ Hunt's new 488 GT3 build. This car came out crazy. Yeah. Looks good in person. Big old BBSs. Glad he kept the red, though. That came out fire. The molded race kit was absolutely the move. The way the hood and the carbon and the fog lights and everything else came out. Damn. Turned out freaking sick. Still think the M4 was the coolest thing he brought to Sema, but this is still fire though. Oh, literally a race car for the freaking streets, dude. That's mean. Alright, we made it to arguably the best booth every year. Toyo Tire. This one always has some crazy cars. Even outside, they got some nice little clean things. A little Supra, wide body. Still don't know what front bumper this is. It looks nice though. White wheels. It's clean. This is crazy. I've seen videos about this online. Apparently they bought like a S-Class chassis and then like put this older Benz chassis over it. So on the outside it looks all classic and old. That looks old school outside. Oh, they look carbon on there. But brand new. Literally Mercedes interior. Literally brand new. That is actually pretty insane in person. Yeah. Hope this thing's comfortable. Some HREs on there. Yeah, still got the same motor from the S-Class and everything. Apparently it's a Mercedes S100. I don't know my older Benzes that one, so we'll see. It's cool, it's cool. Looks like they flipped some version of the S-Class taillights upside down. It's wide. mess with it. This is insane, actually. One last little look at that inside. Damn. It's actually pretty nice. All right, right off the bat, B-dub in here. Yeah, this interior is really cool. NSX, TEs, harness bar. That's nice. E36. That's pretty cool. I know they cut that. And this thing got F80 seats. Never seen that in E36 before. What is this, a wide body R32? The mint accents are really nice. Mint cage, Sparkos. These wide. I've never actually seen a Liberty Walk kit on these cars. It's like that silhouette style. Ah, damn. Thing looks mean. This Mercy's insane. Blue interior, HREs. And damn, the whole thing's blue. All of it. The steering wheel, the dash. Never seen this kit before either. Put little blue accents right there to tie it all in. Oh shoot, I didn't even see. My boy got a roof scoop. That is crazy. Wanna be the Toyo booth without a 34. This one's literally looks brand new. Look at those seats. And the carbon head. Truthfully, I don't even know what BMW this is, but this looks wild. I don't know, you guys can tell how wide that is. Oh my goodness. Mid-engine bay. Looks like a show slash rally build.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Full cage on there. Look at this wing, dude. This thing's huge. Damn. What the? This livery's actually really fire. The pink with the white flows together so well. It's a very interesting roof piece up there, though. Another look at the front of the GTR. Actually timeless. Same molded wide body horse kit. Look at this T63 though. That is insane. The orange interior to match it all. Man, those dive planes are so aggressive. The louvers. And the back seat's orange too. That is super nice. Sheesh. What is this? Another Pandem Z. On bags. Little big old Toyota. Can't go wrong with a little E30 outside. BBS's with an aero disc. Damn, that interior is so mint. Oh, my bad. It's the E28. I'm horrible with my older BMWs, but it's clean. It's clean. Just a little slant nose hiding outside with a full martini livery. That is beautiful. Straight race car. APR wing.
Yeah.
Damn. Little OG Skyline. Interior's mint on this. Look at this thing. Seen this before too. That is insane. At the roll cage and the Recaros. Thing's white as hell. They didn't put a GT40 in the WD-40 booth. That is hilarious. It's got a full WD-40 livery too. Damn, that's beautiful actually. Not even a fan of yellow, but the yellow seatbelts and everything set it off. Oh, that carbon too. It's nice. Yeah, this 34 is extra nice. Blue in the lighting. That's it. And the white wheels. Can never go wrong with blue and white. That's nice. Got this Revuelto though. I believe this is paint. I believe. Yup. So you guys see that color shift on the camera? It's actually insane. White wheels. This thing's set off perfectly. With the carbon diffuser. Damn, I haven't seen this Q50 in a while. Honeycomb carbon front grille. Honeycomb carbon hood. It's clean. How to properly Q50 right here. More honeycomb. Damn, my boy gutted this shit. And more honeycomb. It's clean, it's clean. Some nice little chrome wheels. Damn. Chrome Graham lights are nice. This is actually really clean. The OG GT500 next to the Golf GT40. And these look good together. Love me a Golf livery. Very nice. Check that out. That's so clean. NRG booth got the molded wide body 300 with the LS3 in it. Damn. That is so clean. Love the Phantom kits on these. Especially with the LS, that looks crazy. Fortunato got a R34 in their booth this year. And the midnight purple paint, it's different. See how it shifts with the light too? Sick. I actually kind of want to try their coilovers on my F80, but I don't know. But it's a beautiful R34. Peep that engine bay real quick. Ah, damn. That's nice. You guys see something funny? That's not usually there in an Odyssey. That's not usually there in an Odyssey. This boy then K-swapped the freaking Honda Odyssey, bro. That is crazy. I didn't even know this was a real thing. That's a really cool build. This Porsche is stupid clean. And the color's not even come across in my camera, but these resto mods are ridiculous. It's got purple interior, white wheels. It's got the purple on the caliper to match it all up. I think it's nice. And they even matched the inside gloves, gutted the whole interior chassis. That is ridiculously freaking clean, bro. Definitely one of my favorites from today. Modernize the rear end and everything. I love when they do this on these conversions. And they put the exhaust right here. Sick. Check out this McLaren, dude. I cannot believe this thing is here. It's a full drift car. Like, he drifts this in the streets of Japan. Literally fully drift converted. Wow, dude. This thing is beautiful. I think I've seen him on Daily Driven Exotics channel, but look at the angle kit, everything. I would love to go for a ride along. This thing ripping and sliding. I know it's very fast. Super clean. Little ZR1X sitting here with the full carbon wheel package. That is wild. You know, that front splitter looks mean. And I love how one of the seats red, that's all red. The interior, this spec is all optioned super nicely. That's fire. What the hell is going on with this STO? Is that twin turbos? I can't tell. That's funny. It's clean though. Color livery on it. I can't get over that. That's hilarious. That is crazy. Liberty Walk wide body RX-7. I wonder if this is the same green one I always see every year. Damn, look at that beautiful rotary. I love the Liberty Walk kit on this. Damn near looks like a Porsche. Super sick. They got the Huda Pegasus outside again. And it's nice to see this thing just in the pure daylight. And the angles on this thing are still freaking wild. Sheesh, by far one of their best cars for sure. I saw this a couple Semas ago, but they took the wrap off. It's just white now. Wide body E92 M3. Those wheels are super clean. Love how it's got the white behind the seats with the white cage. Match it all up. Damn. E92s look so good. White body. It genuinely might be the best generation that looks like this. Damn. This thing's beautiful. Check out this crazy build I've seen online all week. Freaking RB swapped Mark V Supra. It's probably the first one I've seen in person done like this. I always see 2Js and other crazy stuff swapped in. Meisters. Check that out. Oh my god. That is actually insane. With the drag pack. Wow, dude. Definitely a unique build. Beautiful, bro. Damn. That's cool. This Ford GT's nasty too. I'm guessing Motor Nada House did some parts on this. Some HREs. And dude, green on these cars just, it's different. And CSF booth cooked this year. It's fire. Got R44's M2 that I saw at Beamer Evasion. It's crazy. Right hand drive all the way from the UK. I forget how much power it makes, but every video I've seen is ridiculously fast. It's super cool. This C63 is even crazier than the one I filmed early in the video. It's full carbon, the whole thing, and it's got blue interior. Wow, dude. Now that is literally race car and truck car all in once. Goodness, it's so freaking white. Alrighty guys, that is gonna be a wrap for the Sema video this year. It's super cool. I didn't check out a lot of the outside stuff, but I've been so many times that a lot of it's the same. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Drop a like on this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.